May 14th, 2018, evening. At 8:22 a.m., Cleveland police received an emergency call on their 999 helpline. The call came from Patel, who sounded extremely panicked. He told the operator that he had gone out to get food and pick up his laptop from his workplace. When he returned home, he found his house in disarray, and his wife, Jessica, unconscious on the living room floor. Jessica's hands, legs, and mouth were bound with duct tape. Her nose was bleeding, and there were marks of strangulation on her neck. Mitesh claimed he had been gone for only an hour, but in that time, something horrifying had happened. Her body was cold to the touch, and Mitesh seemed overwhelmed with shock, unable even to inform his family. He asked the operator to do so for him. The police and a medical team arrived promptly. Despite their efforts, it was too late. Jessica was declared dead at the scene. Investigation begins. When the investigation started, the police noticed there were no signs of forced entry, indicating that the killer likely had access to the house or was someone Jessica knew. Furthermore, nothing valuable was stolen, suggesting the crime was not a robbery, but premeditated murder. The police began to suspect that the person closest to Jessica, her husband Mitesh, might be involved. But what could be the motive for such a heinous act? Jessica Patel was born on September 16, 1983, in Leeds, England. The eldest of 6 siblings, she grew up in a loving and supportive family. From a young age, she was full of life and dreamed of a perfect romantic love story like those in Bollywood movies. In 2002, Jessica joined De Montfort University to study pharmaceuticals, where she met Mitesh Patel. Their friendship blossomed into love, and Jessica was elated. However, Mitesh's traditional family pressured him to marry quickly, and despite Jessica still being in university, they tied the knot in 2009. Jessica's wedding day felt like a dream come true, but reality soon shattered her fairy tale expectations. Shortly after their marriage, Jessica noticed Mitesh's controlling behavior. He restricted her movements, cut her off from her family, and was emotionally distant. Their relationship lacked intimacy, leaving Jessica feeling lonely and unloved. Jessica confided in her sisters about the physical and emotional abuse she endured. When her father confronted Mitesh's family, they blamed Jessica instead, accusing her of not living up to their expectations. In an attempt to isolate her further, Mitesh moved to Middlesbrough, far from Jessica's family. Over the years, Mitesh's controlling tendencies worsened, and Jessica became increasingly trapped in a toxic relationship. Behind the facade of their marriage, Mitesh harbored a secret. He was leading a double life and had relationships with men, including one long-term partner he intended to settle down with. However, Mitesh's traditional family pressured him to maintain the appearance of a normal marriage, and Jessica became a victim of his duplicity. To maintain his public image, Mitesh forced Jessica to undergo multiple rounds of IVF treatment, hoping for a child to secure his family's approval. After 3 failed attempts, Jessica finally became pregnant on May 9, 2018. She was overjoyed, but for Mitesh, this development threatened his plans. A child would complicate his desire to leave Jessica and pursue the life he truly wanted. This pregnancy became the turning point. For Mitesh, the only way to escape his double life and start afresh was to eliminate Jessica. The murder on May 14, 2018, Mitesh executed his plan. He staged the scene to look like a burglary and strangled Jessica to death, tying her hands and mouth with duct tape to conceal the true nature of the crime. He then called the police, pretending to be a distraught husband who had just discovered his wife's body. However, during the investigation, the police uncovered crucial evidence. They found a hidden CCTV hard drive in Mitesh's bedside drawer, which revealed the truth. No intruder had entered the house. Mitesh had staged the entire crime himself. When confronted, Mitesh eventually confessed. He admitted that his true motive was to collect Jessica's life insurance money, a substantial amount of £2 million, and start a new life with his partner. Jessica's family was devastated by the betrayal. The man they had trusted and welcomed into their lives had been the architect of her downfall. Mitesh Patel was arrested, tried, and sentenced to life imprisonment for his cold-blooded murder. The case shocked the community and served as a grim reminder of the dangers of hidden motives and deception. Jessica Patel's story is one of heartbreak, betrayal, and the tragic consequences of a toxic relationship. Her life, filled with dreams and aspirations, was cut short by the very person who was supposed to protect her. This story clearly outlines Mitesh's motive, his secret life, the pressure to maintain appearances, and his ultimate plan to use Jessica's life insurance money to escape his double life.